Chapter 1. The Concert That Changed Everything. Nova Arena, Toronto, Saturday night, 50,000 people. One name on every single set of lips: Eclipse. The lights cut to black. The crowd stopped breathing for 1 second. Then the music dropped and all 6 members walked out, and 50,000 people lost their minds completely. Light sticks everywhere, phones up, people crying before the first chorus even hit. That was the thing about Eclipse. You didn't come to watch them. You came to feel something. And you always did. They performed the first 2 songs together. Tight. Clean. The crowd knew every word, every move. The energy in that building was something you couldn't describe to someone who wasn't there. You just had to feel it. Then the formation changed. 5 members stepped back. One spotlight. Center stage. Zane. The crowd lost it when he stepped forward. Tall, dark hair, silver jacket. He stood completely still for 1 second and 50,000 people held their breath. Then he sang. Low, deep, warm. The kind of voice that hits you somewhere you weren't expecting. 3 rows back, a girl started crying. She didn't even try to stop herself. The crowd followed his every move, every step, every breath. Eclipse had 6 members. But right now, there was only Zane. He reached the front of the stage, eyes moving along the front row. Find a face. Hold it. Move on. His eyes moved along the row and stopped. She wasn't screaming. Everyone around her was completely gone, but she was still. She was turned away from the stage, leaning down to her daughter, the 2 of them in their own little world. He kept singing, kept moving. Then he saw why. A little girl stood in front of her, 6 years old maybe, light stick raised, watching the stage with her whole face open, pure wonder. No walls, just feeling. The woman was carefully pressing pink headphones over the girl's ears. Left side, then the right. Small, quiet adjustments, making sure the fit was right, making sure the sound wasn't too much. Nobody was watching her do this. She wasn't doing it to be watched. She pressed both palms gently on top of the headphones. One last check. Then she kissed the girl's head. The girl looked up, smiled. The mother smiled back. 2 seconds. Invisible to everyone in that building except Zane. His voice faltered. Just for a moment. Just enough for the people who knew his voice like their own heartbeat to notice. He missed his mark by half a step. The member beside him adjusted without a word, and the show kept going. But something had shifted in Zane's chest. Warm and quiet and completely unexpected. He had spent years surrounded by people who wanted something from him. Every room, every city, every show. This woman looked like she wanted nothing. She looked like she was already whole. And that was the most beautiful thing he had seen in a very long time. He kept performing. But his eyes kept finding her. She was standing now, watching the stage. Not hungry, not reaching. Just present, happy to be there. Next to her, a woman was singing every word, grabbing her arm, pulling her into the chaos. She smiled and stayed in her own world. When the little girl tugged her sleeve, she looked down immediately. Every single time, no waiting, just down. The girl pointed at the pyrotechnics in the wings. The mother looked, said something. The girl laughed with her whole body. They turned back to the stage together. The mother's hand settled on the girl's shoulder, warm and easy. Zane sang the bridge. The words felt real for the first time in a very long time. He finished the concert. One final bow. 50,000 voices screaming his name like it was the last word they would ever say. The violet light burning across the whole arena. He stood in it for one moment. Then the stage went dark. He walked off before the echo died. His mind was in the front row. He found Jin Ho backstage, 6 years managing him, the one person who never asked unnecessary questions. Zane grabbed his arm. His voice was low, urgent. Front row, pink headphones. Jinho looked at him. There was a woman. And a little girl. He paused. I need you to find them. Zane. Before they leave. His jaw tightened. Please, Jinho. Right now. Something in his voice made Jinho stop asking questions. He nodded once and moved fast into the crowd. Zane stood there alone in the corridor. 50,000 people on the other side of that wall still screaming his name. He didn't hear any of it. End of chapter 1.